time, and I wanna spend some time with you. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us.
Why are you reading like that?
Because America has gone to hell. Or gone to shit.
Okay. I mean, you pretty much knew.
Is she blind?
What you mean?
Nigga, look like she got eyes.
Mm-mm.
Nigga, it don't.
First of all,
No, it looked like one of them movies with the witches and they sitting there and they ain't got no eyes. Watch when she get out. Look at her eyes. Just look.
maybe her eyes are just little.
Nigga.
The way she clearly got eyes, that way.
She ain't got no eyes. I don't give a damn what you say. I'm like how she driving.
I need you to.
I ain't see no eyeball open or nothing. They just like this. You know how when it look like your eyelid goes back in and it's just nothing
She
there?
got little eyes, okay? Little eyes.
No, I seen what's little eyes.
Squinty eyes.
Her eyelid didn't even look open how she was driving.
She clearly walks just fine.
Hey, she got some
Bionic eyes.
no, the ears where you just go off the vibration and like you
Did
see in
you
Marvel
say
or something.
bionic ears.
Hey, that lady, I'm convinced she ain't got no eyes. I don't give a damn what y'all say. What you say?
I don't like this.
What? You should have just got the cookie. It's better for you. But you just want to be hard-headed.
Everything you seeing right now in the world, you pretty much knew. I told you as soon as Biden got COVID that he was out. I told you that. That was his way of depressing, going somewhere, sitting down for a minute, and trying to figure out if he really want to do this, and how he want to do it, and how he want to back out.
Okay, she on the side of this. You gotta look at it. Before I okay.
Jesus said, drive.
Yo. Welcome back to the channel.
I done told you about starting off stuff like that.
That's my guy. I always watch it. But actually I blended it in with him and
Q2.
no, with Jake. But excuse me, gym workout cookie. It's been a minute, but we are back with another Let's Talk About It.
Really ain't nothing to talk about.
Oh, it's something to talk about. Because unless you've been under a rock, which
This is good.
I'm tired of it. Everything going on with the race for presidency.
It was never a race for presidency. Let's cut it out, okay?
I was a race.
Well, but when who?
Regardless if one person was losing, it's still a race long as until he give up. Or until it's over. So a lot's been going on, which I haven't been speaking on. But as y'all know, Biden caught COVID. And like she just said, she was like, oh, it's a done deal.
As soon as I heard that he did, I was like, he done.
Out of here. With everything been going on with Biden, if you ain't been paying attention to him, like, there's no way in your right mind you could see, let's put it like this. There's no way in your right mind if your elder you see every day is just withering away. And it's like I told the wife, like, would you let Biden get in behind a car and drive himself anywhere?
Yeah, we would just be driving really slow. I mean, I'm not. I mean, until like
I'm not even getting in the car with him. Like, nah, I'm good on that one. I'm not gonna let you drive nowhere. So, with that being said,
if I drive with, I ride with my dad, and he drives.
yeah, no,
like a
I
backhead
no,
of
he doesn't.
bazooka.
No, I've drove with your dad. He's all right. I've ridden with your dad. He's older, but he still can drive. Biden, I'm not seeing no chance of him. Your dad moves around, does everything like normal. Biden, you see him, he walks like a robot, stepping, slow motion.
Yeah, my dad's
everything.
still at the house pumping iron. He
There's no way I can let Biden get behind the wheel and drive himself around. And this has nothing to do with the
clearly,
it has nothing to do with the number of you being old.
his wife does not have a problem with it.
I bet she don't, because she moving around willy-nilly and free. If he's out of here, she's still good. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah, she's like, hey, I'm still mobile. I see. Last I seen her, she was still fine. I ain't seen her looking like him.
She moving faster than he is.
Yeah. But as of today, I'm looking for my.
As of what, an hour ago?
Yeah, I guess an hour ago, coming out the gym.
We just coming out the gym.
Yeah. Joe Biden has stepped down from continuing the race.
He endorsed Kamala?
Well, at first they were saying he wasn't going to endorse her.
He said he wasn't.
Yeah, and people was getting in the shit. They was like, so how you going to have her and you not going to endorse her to be the president? But
I really think that people was more mad because he came out like last week before last, or maybe somewhere around in there, and he said they asked him a question if he thought that she was suitable to be the president.
Yeah.
He said there's no way that I would have picked her if I wouldn't have thought that she was capable.
Yeah,
of
but he
being
said that in public, but in private, rumors was going around that he said he wasn't going to mess with her. Endorse her. Which I'm like, man, who be leaking all this stuff? Boy, leaking is at an all-time high.
I think his people is leaking it because they want him out of there.
Is at which the puppet masters, Obama and Hillary Clinton.
I'm not about
telling
to
you.
do this with you.
I didn't believe it either, but
I got to see proof.
until my buddy told me that shit 2 years ago and start pulling out information, I was like, I didn't believe it, but now I believe it. I believe it. But Joe Biden stepped down. He's stepping down. So I mean, is he stepping down like right now, or is he just stepping down?
I think he's stepping down out the race. I don't think
so. He's not going to continue the race. So I'm like, if he's stepping down as president, don't that
automatically puts her.
That would be the smart thing. Well, I guess for them, would that be the smart thing?
I mean, I don't know, because we don't know how prepared she is. This is what I think. I think that this was been going on. They've been preparing her to step in play. For me to tell you why, because I've been seeing her more out front.
That's just here lately because
big speaking.
That's only lately because he's been deteriorating.
So I think that they was preparing her for this. I think they've been gassing her up, giving her bigger platforms, because I know some things he didn't show up to, she showed up to and spoke, and it was very presidential like.
Well, it should be, because everybody was like, where the hell is she? We ain't seen or heard nothing from her. Who? Vice President who?
She could have continued to do the same thing. She was, I damn near forgot her name.
You damn near forgot her name. I forgot her name.
You never can say her name right. You don't call her Kamala.
Kamala, whatever. But so Biden has stepped down. So now they trying to figure out. I guess so. Will she? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Will she just be president? Or
it depends on what he's stepping down from. If he's saying I'm stepping down from the election, the new election year, that's one thing. But if he's saying I'm stepping down from being the president, we never had a president step down from being a president. So I can't imagine that's what he's doing. I think he's stepping down from being in the election.
Well, we gonna find out here. It's gonna come out, but
because I was trying to look it up.
Even if he, I just think it's crazy because if he stepped down even from the election, so why wouldn't it just go for Camilla, transfer her as president, and she's running for president instead of she's still gonna be I'm thinking she's still gonna be VP, and whoever they get in to run as president is gonna be the person. That's what I'm thinking.
No, I guarantee you.
You can't guarantee me.
I'm guaranteeing
No,
you that she's going to stay as VP and finish out his walk.
But that's what I'm saying. Why would she?
What you mean, why?
Why would she be VP? Why not just be president?
Because his term is not finished.
But he's not running anymore.
He's not running for a new election. That's
what I'm talking about. She's not running for president. So if I'm already VP, why wouldn't they just put me as the person running for president, and then I gotta pick another vice president candidate? That's what I'm saying. So it's
because the reason being is because his term is not over.
You're not understanding what I'm saying. Regardless of his term being over, if they get ready to put somebody else in, since he's stepping down from running, which everybody's doing right now, who are they gonna put in, and what is he gonna be? I'm saying, why doesn't it just be Kamala Harris is running for president and she has to pick a VP, instead of them saying, oh, now even if she's still VP, we gotta pick a new person to be president, and if he wins, then she's just gonna be VP. You see what I'm saying? Why not it just be like, okay, we automatically gonna endorse her to be president? And
no, that's what. Okay, I think you might be. Okay, this is how I understood it. This is the way it normally works. Biden was running for a new term.
We know that.
Just hear me
that's
out.
Not what
Could you let me get finished?
Because you're not understanding what I'm saying. I know all of that. He's running for a new term. So I'm saying, why does not the Democratic Party, since he's stepping down from running for a new term, and Kamala is VP already, why not just have her run as president?
I think that's what the endorsement is for. He's endorsing her for presidency.
Shit, I ain't heard him say that he's endorsing her. All I heard is say
that's what old girl was just saying, Angela Ray.
Yeah.
That's what she said. That's right. He better endorse her as the president, because if not, I was gonna go ahead.
Well, that's what she said, but I ain't heard it from nowhere else. I ain't heard it from nowhere else from what I look saying that she's gonna be for president.
Because
but which it doesn't matter, because
see, it just says it right here. 31 minutes ago, President Biden endorses VP Harris after withdrawing from the race. So that would mean he's endorsing her for presidency, and she will have to pick her own VP to run as a VP. He finishes his term. She'll continue her presidency race, which he steps down from.
Okay, yeah.
So
okay, that's what I was
saying. Like,
I didn't see none of that. They was saying that because at first they was like, "There's no way they gonna do that."
Because I'm looking. That was 30 minutes ago.
So I guess that makes sense, but it's still, she ain't got a shot in hell.
First of all, she do got a shot.
I guess you can take your shot, but you ain't got a shot in hell.
If y'all wondering, I'm not for Biden. I'm not for Trump.
Yeah, I'm not
for any of these idiots. I'm tired of them.
You are. You for one, but not them two idiots. There's, like I said, there's a third candidate that you believe in better than both of them two.
I believe in the fact that he is a new, fresh, refreshed frame of mind, and he's something completely different from the same effery we've been continuously seeing. I think we need to break the mode and go a completely different way from something we have not experienced. We've experienced Biden. We don't want to experience him no more. We've experienced Trump. I don't want to experience him no more.
For me, it just ain't even Biden and Trump. It's more of the parties. It's just the
I'm just tired of the whole party thing.
It's just the whole Crips and the Bloods, and it's just the Crips and the Blood, which I don't want to disrespect the Crips and the Bloods, but that's what it seems like. You got the Crips and the Bloods, and they just constantly going back and forth.
Yeah, and it's stupid.
And at the end of the day, they not doing nothing for the people. They doing something for everybody else.
Nothing that's going to really change the way we live in.
Nothing. They just bickering back and forth. So that's what I'm saying. It ain't gonna matter for her.
I just say that a lot of people are rallying around her. A lot of women are rallying around her. I don't really know why.
Yeah, a lot of women rallied around Joe Biden, and look what happened.
I mean,
I'm just saying, look what happened. That's what they said. Majority of black women voted for Joe Biden, and look what happened. everything went crazy.
I mean, Trump had the same thing when he came in the first time. He had a lot of people black people rallying around him too.
It was fun, but not as much. And that's what they saying that's changing now. You got a lot more with everything that's been going on with the economy and everything. That's what people care about more. And it's like what I was telling you the other day. I don't care about both of them. All I care about is how am I gonna survive.
But I mean, and to me, as far as I'm concerned, nobody's saying anything that's going to.
All I know is when Trump was in office, we can argue, debate this. I didn't have no problems with. I didn't have the problems I have right now with the finances and the economy, and can't afford everything the way it's going. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. All I know is when Joe got in, shit went crazy, shit went left, rents went high, food went high, everything just went. Where am I? I think I need to go up more. Everything just went crazy. So that's my biggest concern. And the Democrats, all I see them is talking about, I haven't really seen nothing but what they talk about except funding colleges, which that's great. For either side, you fund colleges, but I'm not in college. There's millions of people who are not in college who are just trying to make it, and I don't see myself going back to get in college to get more in debt just to get jobs we can't even get here in the country because they outsourcing everything out the country. It's like the video that I did a few weeks ago about American jobs getting outsourced to India. It's just happening left and right. So what are they gonna do? Which none of them I've heard anything to have a plan to do anything for the American people to help out. Whether it's housing, they keep putting the blame, saying that it's not enough housing. We just watched something today. We're saying the house, which I know here in Texas, there's housing. There's housing everywhere. New builds, everything. Even though that some of them you gotta watch them because they're going up too quick, and them houses is not as good as what y'all think they are, and they're having a lot of problems here. So all these big major builders that's building up houses, that all they care about is their profits, and they build them up so quick they having issues. But that's a whole nother story. So there's housing, but people can't afford the housing. It's like they saying the medium income to live in Texas, you need at least $75,000 a year to be able to afford to live here. But they saying the average income is around, I want to say 40 something, 50 something thousand. So that's not adding up. So if people can't afford the housing, which is crazy because they say that, oh, you can't afford a $2,000 mortgage, but yet I'm forced to pay over $2,000 for an apartment just to rent. That shit makes no sense to me. And they're not doing anything or saying
when you apply for a home, they look at the debt to ratio. They look at what you've already established as debt, your carrying debt, and then they also look at what your home is generating, and that is how they determine.
What you mean your home is generating?
Like, say what I'm making, what you making, but also your bills that already are in play have a major allocation on your money.
Yeah.
So they look at those things. When you apply for an apartment, they look at your income, my income. They and how much you make in a month. That's a little different. And the reason being
That's the same thing they do. Ain't that the same thing they do with your mortgage?
With your mortgage, they look at all your credit card bills. They look at all of those things that you got coming in and out. They look at where your money is majorly being played at. At the end of the month, how much money do you have left over? How much of a strain is this going to put on you to make your mortgage payment where they may possibly end up eating it themselves? In your rent, you have to make. They looking for income. Okay, so you make 3 times the most rent. That mean they know they're gonna get their rent every month. They not looking at your credit card bill.
Well, no, they not. That's not a guarantee still. It's the same. How's that a guarantee if I still got the same amount of bills and stuff coming out? I still got to pay everything. It ain't like just because I'm getting a mortgage, I ain't got to pay that stuff. It ain't like just because I go rent an apartment, I still don't have the car note, I still don't have the insurance.
I mean,
I still don't have none of that.
I think they do. I think now apartments do look at your credit, like your credit score.
Well, now they changing everything. But only one person that I've heard even having some type of solution for housing, and that's RFK. Where he's saying he's gonna make the government back the loans, and it'd be like a 3% interest, or it was something.
Yeah, look.
It was from 1 to 3% interest. It was, you have to Google it or YouTube it, what he talked about, how he planned to do it. But I know that was like 1 to 3% interest, which would save people on homes.
Now, but look though, the reality to it is every single one of these candidates, they got a list of I call it smoke, right? They blowing smoke up your butt. A whole lot of we wanna do's.
No, it's not. Some of that's not smoke. I call it lies. It's like RFK said. He'll tell you right up front.
Well, that's true.
I know stuff that I can do and get done, and a lot of stuff he'll tell you, I just don't see me being able to get that done. Not because I don't want to, but because the other groups, people in power, are not going to make that just go through like that.
Right, because the other day when he was talking to
19
Keys, he told him, he was talking about the reparations. He was just like, I'm going to just be honest with you. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not going to tell you there's a possibility of doing something that I just don't ever see.
And which I can respect that. He was like, hey, the people who are really, he didn't say that, but we know the people who are above in control and the other party, they going to be against that all the way wazoo, and there's no way I'm going to be able to get that done. But this right here,
this is what I can.
This is what I can get done. I can respect that you telling me the truth, saying you can get it done, instead of all this other smoking stuff. Oh, I'm going to do this. I'll be able to give you this when I get in the office.
But that's what they run their platforms on. They run their platforms on blowing smoke. And then when they get in there,
they change it. Like Joe Biden, when he got in, it was like, oh, during the whole COVID, I'm going to give everybody, what was that? It wasn't the PPP. It was just the credit or whatever. It's supposed to be $2,000. Then he come back afterwards. No, I didn't mean that.
I also believe that as Americans, we have to know that he's going to a board of people and they're voting this shit in. He can say everything he wants to. He can't do nothing until they vote.
But that's what I'm saying. Don't say none of that. He came in starting with lies. Even with the COVID. Damn, I don't want to say that because they're going to probably trip me up. Even with.
You're going to have to bleep that.
Yeah, even
with the C.
Even with that, he said, I'm not going to do such and such. I'm not going to make people have to do this and do that. But all of that changed. And there's receipts out there, which I seen them like, oh, okay. So you just said all this to get in and told us hoo-ha. Even if you believe you could, you should have just said like RFK. I'm not believe you could, even if you wanted to, but you should have said the people in place are not going to allow me to do this.
I mean, he could have came out and said a lot of that, like, you know what, you guys, I really wanted to transform everybody's student loans, but you know what, every single time I try to push this bill through the Senate, they push it out. So I just want y'all to know I'm making the effort. I'm doing the thing that I hated.
Did that even happen?
He did some for like people who were in like law enforcement, some teachers, different things like that. He did change that for some people. But the thing I hate about this entire presidency, because we at a stage right now where people want truth. Just be honest. Like, people are really going through it. and we're doing everything we can to just stay above water. Just give us the truth. Just tell us the truth.
But that's
just
what
be
not
honest.
politicians have never done and will never do from the beginning. Like I said, RFK is the only one that so far I didn't see come out and try to tell the truth.
And even with like people been saying, like Charlamagne was saying, there's things that Biden has done. He don't even talk about them. Like as a president, you should say, you know what, this is what I have done. You know, you already backed up against the water, and people don't know. There's a lot of things that Trump did, the bills that was done that nobody. Right. It's bills and all kinds of things, that legislation that they push, that they do, that's behind the scenes that we don't even know, because it's so many things that go into play. But they never talk about it.
But you know why that doesn't be that I ain't gonna say that why that doesn't be seen, but like I said,
y'all, I'm sorry.
It goes back to what people actually need. You can do a lot of stuff. You can go across the country, give billions of dollars for countries to fight wars, do all this other stuff, but the people in your country, we don't see that same type of energy here.
Even with that, why not just come out to the people? You like, you know what? We in pocket with Ukraine. We owe them a debt. So until we can get our debt straight, we gonna have to help them. Just come out and say
I don't think they owe them a debt. We know who America owes debt right now. Like I said, if China decides to call in their collection on their debt that they owe, nigga, it's a done deal from what I've been hearing.
I mean, that's why they aligning themselves with certain people.
That's a done deal. So y'all think everything is bad now, and if that actually happened, there will be, I say a war to the end. But which I've always said, it's gonna be, y'all think it's gonna be an outside war with America? I think World War III is gonna be internal. It's gonna be in because that's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying since day one. I'm like,
it's gonna be the people against the government.
Yeah, it's just like the movie just came out. We just watched.
Oh.
What was the name of that?
Where it was the Texas people?
Well, it just wasn't Texas people. It was California, Texas. It was basically American War with a... Damn, what was the name of that movie?
I can't think of what
it just came out. I can't think of the name of it.
Civil War?
I think that was it. I think it was Civil War. You have to watch the movie. But in which the old boy reminded me of Trump, who was the president, and they was trying to get... I was like, damn, why I just got an idea like he's Trump or somebody that's up in office? But that's crazy. But that's what I think. I think the Civil War, it's going to happen again here. And it's like I said, I don't see no way Camilla is going to win.
Camilla,
like I said, I don't see no way of her winning to be president. I just don't. There's no way. Trump's people, they behind him. Everybody who was so cast against him and everything, everybody's been falling in line and sticking to it, especially after he just got shot, supposedly, because we still haven't seen that no nick or nothing from the ear. But I heard today he took that Band-Aid off and it don't look like
they talking about he gonna need plastic surgery.
It don't look. No, I heard it don't look like nothing was wrong with his ear.
I told you what it was. Y'all didn't want to hear it. I told you what it was.
So he was playing that out. I ain't mad at him because I'd have played that out too. Like, you know what? Oh, there's a little scratch and blood everywhere. Oh, I'm gonna play this out like I really got hit. But yeah, I don't see it happen. Yeah, because you need young people, and young people are tired of the same old BS, the same old lies. They're not falling for the okie doke no more, and I'm not sure falling. And then there's older people in my bracket who are not falling for the okie doke. The Democrats always pull this stuff out every year, like, oh, the world's gonna end if you don't do this, if you don't do this. Now that all of a sudden this 2025 shit that came out, they trying to use that as another fear tactic. Which I seen part of it. We listened to some of the shit I don't like, but there's some shit I do like in the thing. So I was like, okay, I can see that happen. That may work out good. Then there's some shit in the bill that I don't like, but that's always in every type of bill or something that they put out. It's always gonna be something that you may like. Okay, I can work with that. Nah, I can't work with that. But that's always. But they using that as a fear tactic to get you scared to vote for another person.
I mean, the only thing I really don't like about all of these different plans and a lot of things are affecting women. They are removing our rights to our bodies all over again. And of course, with 3 daughters and a granddaughter, I'm not cool with that shit. It's hard enough to advocate for yourself when you go into the doctor, you saying something wrong, and they trying to tell you that ain't nothing wrong with you, and then they want you to do as black women.
But is that policy, or is that just white doctors? Because we didn't always even through history, we didn't seen that white doctors automatically think black people have some super power,
and we can just take any types of
we can take any type of pain or any types of thing like that. We seen that through history and everything. They didn't talk about through slavery, through torture, and all of that different types of stuff. So that is something that doctors do, which that's why.
But I'm saying that's hard enough to okay, truck.
He got a camera, so if he hit, I'm falling out the car. Oh, call the ambulance.
Well, let's not do that.
Shit. I'm falling out.
But
yeah,
I'm with that, and now you want to take even more rights away from us. We're gonna end up in a situation like A Handmaid's Tale. You're gonna have to watch that.
But what I'm saying is, I don't think that. I do believe in the stuff they put in movies, but I think that shit is years down the road before there's something like that actually. Even those stories. Because think about it. Even when we talk about the sci-fi stuff that we didn't see, it took years to implement that shit.
Yeah, but you talking about computer change. But I'm talking about it's easy to go in there and remove a bill for me not to have control over my body.
But
that they can just do that today.
No, it's not gonna be like that. Because what they do is they put the shit out there and sprinkle. It's always a test phase when you when you trying to do, especially with the government and control. They always do test phases. The first thing, is to see how you react.
That's what was about.
So they can collect information, get your studies on it, and see how they need to move and do everything.
That's why they did the abortion.
Then they'll do another phase, but that shit it's never just like what you think it is. That shit could be when you 90. By the time you hit 90 years old,
I definitely believe different.
And then your grandchildren and all that shit is really gonna take the major effects of that. They'll start that shit and let that shit play out, because this shit just coming back from 1970s, that's coming out now, studies and stuff that they done or how they plan on implement that are just now taking effect now. So if that shit then took them 30, 40 years just to spread that shit out over time, in control, we're going to keep pushing it, we're going to keep doing this and that until everything just lines up. It's never just like that. It always spreads out in time. And then when they get the right time and the moment, then they go ahead and try to push it.
But I only think that it's been that way because if you think about...
No.
If you think about how much access we have now,
that doesn't
compared to years prior.
But that doesn't change anything because they control the access.
Right, but I'm saying.
So they control what you see and hear and do everything. That's they've always done that with the media and the news. Now that's why they trying to get control over big tech. That we seen what they did with Facebook and how they was controlling them, telling them what they had to do, or it would be issues. That shit start coming out. Now we see what they trying to do with TikTok, because more people is getting more information on TikTok, which they saying, China owns or whatever. You can say whatever, but it ain't like the information is not true. Maybe some of it, maybe not true, but people are doing their own research and finding out stuff. So it ain't like 50 years ago where you can just put this information out and nobody can have access to really research it and get the truth to stuff. People are finding out the truth to stuff on their own. So that's a tactic that they do, is like what I'm saying. So it'll take years for that shit to implement. But what they do is they'll just start scaring you now, trying to make it, which we see it every election. Oh, if you don't do this, it's just going to be horrible. They're just going to take everything away. It's just not. Come on. I don't, maybe outside the states, but like I said, here in Texas, I don't see none of that. Texas ain't playing. It's like, I just this video today. Yeah, you got the South, you got the West, the North, the Southwest, the East, all of that. But Texas is its own. Texas don't move like all them other outside states. I noticed that when moving here. Even Texas has its issues, don't get me wrong. But it's not like Missouri, Oklahoma, Kansas, New York. It's not like none of them other states. Or California,
not.
nowhere. It's not like that. So, yeah, the Democrats, that fear tactic, they just need to stop that.
I think they was doing that because what other choices they have?
Man.
What else can they say?
But people are not buying it. That's what I'm saying. People, we are not the same people. We're not buying this fear tactic shit.
Oh, it's tons of people who buying it.
It's some who is, but majority of us is like, I'm not falling for that. And it's like what I was just saying. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. If God wanted it to happen, it's gonna happen. If the devil wanted it to happen, whoever you choose. I know some people don't believe in God. Some people don't believe in the devil. However, whoever you choose, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. The only thing I can do is be ready for it when it happens. It's like life. I say, I always plan for the worst. I always think what is the worst situation, scenario, what could happen with majority of anything I try to do. Okay, if I do this, what could be bad? If I don't do this, what could happen? So I always think like that. So,
and I think opposite, and that's
yeah.
kind of why it's good to have the balance. I'm always thinking like things are gonna work out.
And I'm like, nah, I'm planning for what not gonna work out. So that's what black people, all people. I ain't just gonna say black people. That's what you need to do. I think the end of this year, beginning of next year, especially with the Fed rates and everything that's coming.
I think we're in for a rude awakening.
We in for something wild, depending on if these are two candidates, whoever gets in the office. Because I can only see even a glimpse of the Democrat Party changing. Is it but which I know he's not gonna do it. Is if she Kamala try to get RFK as VP. Because I don't see no other person to be a VP. I don't see no Democratic person.
Because Vivek is what?
He was Republican. I don't see nobody else. And the only other person is Gavin Newsom, and I sure as hell wouldn't mess with him. We see what California is. California is turning into damn, it's an old movie. I can't think of the name. Even though I just watched it not too long ago. Oh boy, Snake Plissken.
Yeah.
It was
with the Grays and
no, what the fuck was it? He did two. He did one in LA and he did one in New York.
Oh, where they rioted?
Yeah, it was just chaos. It was like something happened in the world, and LA and California was just like.
People probably don't even know who you're talking about.
Man, just Google Snake Plissken. I'm gonna have to Google on your phone, see what pulls up.
Because that movie is
really it
old.
was like, man, it looked like damn California was just like, what the hell happened? Looks.
This him? Yeah, this him.
Plissken. It was Plissken. I saying Plissken. What's the name of the movie?
Movies. Let's see. Escape New York.
Escape from LA and Escape from New York.
Yeah.
That's what those two states is right now. Everybody's escaping LA. Elon Musk just pulled out all his Tesla and everything and moving it to here to Texas. You see what's going on with California. I mean, New York, with all the immigrants and everything that's going on, the robberies and all of that stuff. It's crazy. So the Democrats, I do not see nobody they could put in.
Yeah, because I mean,
I can't think of nobody.
Realistically, I'm trying to think. Like, I haven't seen a Democratic anybody try to run. I mean, the most people try to run was people that were Republican.
But you know why? It's because everybody was Republican who was going because
old girl who we was like, ooh,
because they was sticking with Biden, and that was the problem. So they was like, we're not
entertaining nobody.
We're not entertaining. The Democratic Party was not entertaining nobody else to run to be Democratic president and VP. So who you got? I don't see nobody. Only person that I could see that would flip everything, even though I don't agree with her husband, a lot of her husband's stuff he did is Michelle Obama.
But why do you keep saying that? And you haven't seen her do anything that would give you the inkling that she would be wanting to run, willing to run, talked about running, like nothing. She stays as far away from it as
but
possible.
people have been bringing her up and saying that, and I was like, you know what? She is I can't explain it, but
I just don't see 2 tickets with them.
That would be the only person, because
I can believe Hillary.
Actually, you know why?
Before I would believe Obama.
No. Well, but I could believe that because, like we was just saying about the puppets and puppet masters, Obama's and the Clintons, puppet masters. So it will work good. That's the only person I can see that, especially them needing the black vote, is to Michelle Obama. But she like, hey, I ain't entertaining none of that shit. So I don't see nobody else. Besides, if they try to get RFK, but RFK already like, you know what, I ain't messing with y'all. And which I think is good. He need to stay that way because we need this other party. Even if he doesn't get in right now, he needs to keep moving along with everything he's trying to do.
Because Obama posted 25 minutes ago, Joe Biden has one of America's most conquested is one of the most America's most conquested presidents, as well as a dear friend and a partner to me. Today, we've also been reminded again
that puppet. That's why
that he's a patriot of the highest order. And then he posted the statement statement by President Obama. Joe Biden has been one of America's, I guess he posted 16 years ago. He did a whole thing where I guess.
Yeah.
For now, Michelle and I just want to express our love and gratitude to Joe and Jill for leading us so abidingly and courageously during these, I don't know what that word is, times, and for their commitment to the ideals of freedom, equality that this country was founded on. That's the ending of his thing, but I guess he released a thing.
But hey, we're gonna be back to finish this conversation. We about to go into the store, and I gotta use the bathroom, so we're gonna have to stop this right now, and we're gonna come back at y'all and finish this one.
I could be wrong though. I don't like Kamala Harris. 4 years ago, I didn't like Kamala Harris. Today, I clearly understand what's at stake and what will happen should Trump win a second term in office. When the votes are counted and Trump is the president-elect, I don't want to hear shit about the DNC. The DNC fucked this up, and that's time that they accept the blame.
You can't win, child.
I'm Grace.
You can't win. All right, y'all. We back. Being broke at the grocery store. So y'all tag that at Kamala Harris. We tired of being broke at the grocery store. Spending what used to be maybe $100 is now $250, close to $300 at the grocery store. So just more updates as we come out the store about Kamala Harris coming out. And she is running to be president. And got a lot of y'all falling for the okie doke. Cause
these are not the opinions of all. They are the opinions of...
this is the opinion me. I don't care if y'all like my opinion. This is what it is. I'm smart enough to know and see.
See what, babe?
Smoke and mirrors. It's just smoke and mirrors. That's all it is. They were the Democratic Party, like I said, what you was just reading. They screwed up in the beginning.
And he said it's time for them to take responsibility
about sticking with Joe Biden when everybody could clearly see that was not gonna work, and now he gets ill with COVID and got to drop out.
He didn't have to. He chose to. COVID is the escape.
COVID is the escape.
COVID is the escape. I told you that. I told you he was gonna get sick. I told you that. After that last little go round, I said, watch him get sick. Something's gonna happen. He's been coughing.
I'm like Plies right now. Hey, what he say about Joe?
Sleepy Joe.
I'm gonna need you to get up. This man done took a bullet and he back out of
He said, I'm gonna need you to be on your IV with your fist in the air. He took a whole bullet to the ear.
I told you, boy, Plies, boy.
Came out with his fist up.
Told you, they didn't got Plies. They need to be paying Plies. Because Plies, I'm listening to Plies more than the damn president. That's the only thing I'm saying. I know he need to be getting a check or something for helping their campaign and trying to tell them what they need to do. Even though he ain't saying nothing about, because like I said, he's a wealthy person. He's not dealing with the issues that majority of Americans are having. He's over there getting hot tour all the time.
I tell you, don't use that no more. I told you, don't use that no more. And I'm sure that look was priceless, but y'all don't understand how much I've been hearing about that.
Everybody ain't getting hot tour all the time, okay? So I had to get that one in there.
Social media era we're in.
Hey, I had to get that in there. But yeah, everybody ain't living like DL Hughley, Plies. Who else we can name that's on the team? That's black celebrity. You know what? Those two main people I'm hearing so much on social media.
Yeah, because I mean, Charlamagne, you hear Charlamagne?
No, he go at both sides. He telling you what you done effed up on and what you done done.
Somebody posted an emoji with their hands on their head and they said, long sigh, Uncle Joe.
Hey, so if you tired of politics, man, just go ahead. Every time you see anything political, just turn it off. Best I can tell you is get ready for the worst, which you already should have been getting ready for the worst. I know I done slipped up. Some days
so you was, look how crazy this is.
Some days.
So you've been talking about Michelle being her VP.
Uh-oh.
She ain't came out and said nothing. But why people are posting for the win, for a winning team.
I told you.
Her as the president and a picture of Michelle Obama as the VP.
And they still the puppet masters running. I told you what's gonna happen. You thought I just made this up on my own. I could see it. I foresee
and
these
this
things.
is all men saying yes, absolutely.
See?
You just said it.
I just said that.
But she ain't. Let me make
You
it clear.
say that. Tomorrow she might change the script. Like, you know what?
Michelle ain't said nothing.
She ain't gonna say nothing. It will be a surprise thing to just come out. Then Trump gonna be like, damn.
I'm looking to see if I see anything where Michelle ain't said nothing.
Oh, it's HEB over here. I mean,
nope, she ain't said nothing.
I have to remember that. HEB. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move over here. Everything's over here.
This a good area for us to move to.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
So again, let me just say, Michelle Obama has not came out and throw her towel into nothing.
She ain't. But the last
she
minute,
ain't said a word.
All I'm saying, if she throw her what is it? Kamala tag her at the ring and Kamala, whatever. If she tag her at the ring and she jump over in the rope, Trump gonna have some problems. He gonna have some problems. But then, you know what I think? I hate to say it, but I think racial shit.
Oh, it's gonna be at an all-time heated moment.
It's gonna escalate to a whole nother level.
Because it's a whole lot of.
Because one, you still got these old people. They really don't want no woman up there anyway.
Right.
Let alone in America be president.
And a black woman president, and a black VP.
I'm not gonna give her fully black credit because she's black. What was she's a sister with us, but she's not. Now, as far as I know, what's her name is full black.
Who? Michelle?
Yeah.
She is.
Which now that when you think about it like this. Camilla, she has Indian in her family, right?
Yeah.
Which they was just talking about this the other day. Bush's boy, his VP, he's
Bush's?
married, not Bush, but
I'm like,
Trump. His wife is Indian. And when you look at the
They
economy,
said that they gave his side of the thing diversity.
and people on his side is already flipping out about that the first lady is not American and full-blooded white.
What you mean, Trump?
Yeah, people on the Republican side. I seen something the other day talking about it. I was like, oh, there you go.
Trump's right is Russian. She's been the same. She hasn't
Yeah,
changed.
but I ain't talking about Trump's wife. I'm talking about oh boy. They're so far that they.
But how you gonna say something about his wife,
Hey.
but you got a Russian?
Hey, I'm just saying what people I've been hearing, and I was like,
People
okay,
need to go somewhere.
but which is crazy, but which that goes back to what I was talking about, the alliance with American and is having with India, with all the jobs and stuff. It just made me think, like, is that a coincidence? And I don't never believe nothing's a coincidence when you're dealing with the government. I just don't. I just can't see that as just something, luckily, a coincidence, something that way. But neither here nor there. But that just made me say that. Just had me think about it. His wife is from India. Michelle Obama, she's half from India, Indian, or am I pronouncing that right?
From India.
Well, yes. What is they doing with these?
You like that? You got them chained out?
No, they gated like normal. But where's this place at? Do I need to keep going? Or is it off North Tarrant? What was it off of?
Hold on, sir. You trying to do too much.
I know, we talking about.
I think I done deleted this shit.
Why you deleted? I was going there.
Because you had me looking up other stuff and I closed tabs
No,
out.
actually I didn't. You decided to look that up on your own.
Is that?
Okay, you moving too slow. All you have to do is go back to your maps.
I don't think. Did I have it open by my maps? No.
It was in your maps, because that's where I zoomed in on it.
Okay.
Okay, no, I still want to go down. But, yeah, so like I was saying, if, Michelle Obama, that's the only thing I can see. Like I said, I wasn't the only one saying that. And at the last minute, she tag team her, jump in, like, fuck it, I got to do what I got to do to save the Democratic Party. But like I was saying, I think it's going to be a lot more. Keep that open.
I have it open.
I think it's going to go back to it. I need to see. Thank you. God bless. Okay, that you Gucci. But, yeah, I think it'll be a lot. Y'all thought it was something when Obama was in there and him trying to get stuff done. Imagine two women in there trying to get stuff done. Woo!
First of all, watch it, sir.
I'm just saying, it's
Be
gonna.
careful with your words.
It's gonna. All I know is from what I done seen, Michelle don't play. From when we seen her, the photos was coming out. She had that look on her face, like, okay.
Hey, if they got you effed up, they got you effed up, okay? And that just is what it is.
She does have that sister, like, okay, keep playing if you want to. Don't make me go.
She definitely got the look like I'm not with the BS.
Yeah.
And maybe we need somebody that ain't with the BS because they've been playing for way too damn long.
But like I said, from the stuff that Obama did that I didn't like. There's a lot of stuff y'all need to. He threw in certain laws, all types of stuff that people don't pay attention to that hidden stuff. But most people are like, well, I ain't doing that. I'm good. Okay. They're already taking everybody's rights away anyway, so we just keep letting them. But yeah, so this is gonna be interesting. I know the stock market, they said, gonna be kind of crazy tomorrow when it opens up with uncertainty.
How they know?
And the stock market they know everything. When you like they said, if the stock market would have been open when that happened with Trump, it would have been bad. Yeah, they said.
So you ask about Kamala Harris's family, her ethnicity.
Is her mother from India? Or her
no,
dad?
Her father is Jamaican, and her mother was born in India.
I need to see her dad. What type of Jamaican is he? Is he talk with the Rastafari? Talk like my Jamaican brothers. I want to hear from him. He don't look Jamaican, I'm sorry. I don't know what part of Jamaican he is. That's an old picture. I know that's a black and white picture, but I don't see nothing Jamaican in him.
First of all, there is different types
I guess. Maybe. What street do I need to turn this to see?
This Facebook.
Yeah, every Jamaican I seen, I ain't seen a Jamaican that look like him. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I ain't never, ever seen a Jamaican that look like him. But you can be, hey, if you was born and raised there, which I understand, you come to America, you got to switch it up to maintain and survive. I get that. Maybe he had to do what he had to do, switch the image up. That's what you say.
First of all,
Sometimes you got to switch the image up for your people.
No, that's not what I said.
For the people, if you want to make it, you got to switch your image up.
That is not what I said. This is her dad, okay?
Shit, he look like Obama. He look like he could be related to Obama. Say he don't. It's a little more darkness.
David, if you do not stop it.
Stop what? I'm just saying. When I first thought of him, I was like, damn, he could be Obama dad or something.
I mean...
Is it on the right or left side?
It says turn right.
Turn right?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
You gonna have to...
That's not right. That's left.
It says turn right.
That's U-turn, but I got a U-turn to go around. Turning right is like it's be on that side right. About to have me in this lane trying to do some crazy Texas stuff and then turn
you
this
do
way.
that. There it
It's
is right there.
But you know what? I just thought about this. Is this one of those? Do they even accept donations? About to find out.
I mean, don't do it.
Don't do what?
Don't pull out there.
Why? We got the speed.
See, y'all see what I'm talking about? But I mean,
what you mean?
I think at this point, like,
it's a done deal.
Look, all I'm saying is I've never felt so drained by a political election.
You ain't
in my
lying.
life.
This
shit has been so draining.
This is very draining.
To watch, to see the ups and downs, to see the back and forth, to see them fighting, to see them go. Like, it's petty. It is at an all-time high.
This is a small store, but they got a lot of stuff to keep.
Like, I mean, I've never been so tired of the political stuff. Like, it's ridiculous.
All I know is if y'all black people who are expecting reparations with Camilla, you might as well just chop that up because she already said she ain't doing
Jamaicans
nothing.
believe in hard work, sir.
Camilla said she ain't doing nothing.
How you ran to get?
I got it. She said she ain't doing nothing for the black congregation.
First of all, she ain't said nothing.
Yes, she did. I gotta clip it up and find that video. She said she's not gonna do nothing just for a certain group of people. Period.
She's gonna do something for Americans in general. But anyway, y'all see David is 100% invested, and I tapped out a long time ago. Like, I mean, this is, I don't know. Like, in the beginning, I tried to stay very invested, very involved, listen, ask questions, do my education, watched, and then when the Vivek dropped out and all the different people got it changed, I just was like, okay. And then when the whole Trump versus Biden started all over again, I checked out. But I really literally have just been tired of it. I've been tired of hearing about it, tired of watching what's happening. Like, it's a mess. It's just a whole mess. So
dropping off some donations. You know what? I think this Goodwill got some good shit in here.
yeah, this is the one we need to go to. Cause this where the rich people at.
Yeah, this look like where the rich people dropping their stuff off at
Like
Goodwill.
that whole inside is full.
Yeah, look at that Marilyn Monroe picture.
I don't care nothing about no Marilyn Monroe.
Hey, Marilyn Monroe was iconic, and she has to deal with your presidents, okay?
Whatever.
She dealt with them presidents in the past. That's all I'm saying. Ain't nothing wrong. I ain't got nothing against Marilyn Monroe. She did what she did and did what she lived how she lived.
I've seen the full story of Miss Marilyn Monroe.
Hey. What was that on? Did they actually do?
Mm-hmm. I've seen a biopic.
I think I watched that. Where how they killed her. Talking about who was the president?
Even to the point where her and Dorothy Dandridge.
No, I remember the mob dude who was talking about it.
Yeah.
Who was on Vlad talking about.
I watched it. I think it was on Max.
Probably who had her killed or whatever.
I think it was, but it's a documentary.
What?
I'm feeling cold.
You good?
But
So where we at? Where we
I
at?
just told them that like, you're really invested, but I tapped out. I'm just tired.
I'm not
of
really
it.
invested. It just amazes me how people are just sheep, I guess, nowadays. Because I'm like
the fact that people are sheep when so many things are in your face now.
Yeah.
Years ago, you had reasons to be sheep because you had to go and search for the information.
You really couldn't even search for the truth back then.
But like now, this shit's everywhere, and for people to still be like covering their eyes and not doing the full reading and fully listening to things and really paying attention to what's going on, it's just weird.
Yeah.
It's just weird that people, you're literally picking and choosing what you want.
Well, that's everything. Everybody has to pick and choose what they want. It's like I said, if it's not benefiting me, no shape, no form, no fashion. I'm not asking for nothing crazy. I'm not saying, oh, I need reparations, even though we as a people, we deserve it and we owe it. We need to start doing what we need to do. At the end of the day, we need to take our money, stop spending it elsewhere. Like what Ice Cube had the plan, come together with everything. Everybody told this nigga he was crazy. He was like, all right, look what y'all gonna get. And look what we got when we got Joe. So they've been doing this the Democratic Party has been doing this 42 fake on us for decades. And majority of us now is not going with it. And like I said, the things that hurt people the most, especially for black people, is finances. We already behind. We can never get truly ahead. We always getting underpaid. We getting undercut. Or we getting laid off of work first. Just all types of stuff. But if we spend so much money that we do spend, we just need to start taking our dollars elsewhere. That was the same reason why they actually, come to find out, they killed Dr. King when he had that speech, when he realized about the finances and all of that, and he had that last speech about that and moving the money and doing what we need to do, he was up out of here. So all this other stuff, yeah, we ain't gonna get it. We need to figure out our own way to maneuver and get it. So, but if you're not a president, not doing nothing for just American people in general, that's the problem.
I mean, you in a sense, you have to understand that their responsibility is to do things for the American people.
But they're not doing that. That's what I'm saying. They're not doing that for the American people. Like everybody's saying, like, you just giving 30, 40 million Ukraine. Oh, they need to win this war. Which, that's one thing I don't know is this actually cash or this is supposed to be military? From my understanding, I believe it's military equipment, aid, and stuff like that. Okay. So what type of interest are y'all charging them if they win this war? So are we getting our money back on some of that interest that's going to go to us? No. It's going to...
But do you know that?
No, it's not. It's going to the big, the war complex. Same thing RFK is fighting against, trying to get rid of. How they spend all this money on the industrial war complex. Which he talked about that. And he's talking about our health. He's talking about getting rid of which he already has a proven track record of going after big pharma, big corporations, or when they doing stuff wrong. The stuff that we need to help us live longer, because grocery store. Every day I see something on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook about all the food we eating is poison and killing us. Other countries don't even allow certain foods to be made in their countries because they know it's killing the people and all of this stuff. But here in America, they just keep feeding us this.
All of our these foods that we've been talking about that's been genetically modified, and it says it on the box, and we still keep buying this shit.
But most people don't look at the box, and it's like, damn. Every time I see something like that, I seen something the other day, waffles. Damn, can't even eat waffles.
Mm-hmm.
Can't eat eggs. You can't eat nothing that is mass produced, basically, which need to go back to farming and producing our own foods. That's what we need to start.
Which is kind of what JFK wants to do.
He wants to get rid of all of that big corporation and stuff. Like we was talking the other day, all these organic brands, when they come out, they good. You can eat them, they're healthy, and then they get bought by the big corporations, and then the food and change. It don't taste the same, and then they didn't put all these other ingredients in it.
But their excuse is the excuse that they give is, well, in order for us to mass produce, we have to generate it in a space where it has its endurance. Well, I mean,
yes, it has its endurance, but then 20 years later, you looking at like, oh, how did I get cancer? How did I get this? It's like what I was talking about not too long ago about the Amish and them. Yeah. They don't have, even RFK said this, they don't have none of the problems that the regular American people have with their health because on their food and how they produce their own food and everything and all of that. But yet, cancer's up. Everything is up, and we wondering why we getting this, and we always saying F cancer and all this stuff. Nah, that's the shit we putting in us. And that's no different to what I've been going back and forth with you about the hair care products. I seen some other day talking about skincare and makeup. They finding stuff in there just called giving cancer and stuff. I'm like, but this is supposed to be good for your skin and good for all of this, but it's in the long run, it's giving you something that's gonna knock you off quicker.
That's because the reality to it is they make these products, but they don't test them for years and years and years. Yeah, in this moment.
Well, yeah. Some of them, they test them, but they know then when they test them what
1 out of 5.
What's going to be the problem? Unless you know, especially, but you can't even trust the FDA now.
I mean, most of the stuff they like, 1 out of 5 of the people that we tested had this, and because it's 4 that didn't, then it's produced because that one is the rare.
Yeah, but it's like, what's the movies we didn't watch? We didn't watch the one about the what's the big pharma company with the drugs, how they addicted people and got the FDA in payroll. Then the other one with the water, with the guy, I forgot the name of that. We watched.
Yeah, we watched it with the water and how they
just kill it.
The one where they were putting that shit in the crops.
Well, that was DuPont. Yeah, that was about the DuPont story. Yeah. Which is crazy. And all they do, don't nothing happen to them. They just paying off, putting their people in position to run these FDA and all of this stuff, and then they basically are doing it in small towns where they wiping out communities of people and basically using them as test dummies, and they don't even know. Well, they wasn't using them as test dummies. They just didn't care. They did what they did, and then people started getting sick and dying, and they was like, nah, this ain't from us. But as soon as you get here, all of a sudden we have a problem. That's like what I seen the other day I was telling you about, where people was like, the couple little boys end up getting sick and dying because they had just put something in the little town. So the town got together and told them they got to get the hell up out of there.
Yeah.
What was that from?
It was from.
It was just a couple of days ago. But yeah, these politicians, man, they don't care, man. Until the rest of the people get together and say, hey, we not dealing with both of y'all. But that's why I said need a new party, because both of the parties at the end of the day are on the same BS. We already know the Republicans,
again, I'm gonna go back to what my father said,
ain't gonna do shit.
You don't need to just get rid of your presidents, you need to get rid of your Senate, because you can't get anything past them.
Yeah, it needs to be a whole clean house.
So he now my father is in his late 80s, and for him to say they need to get rid of all them old people and get some youthful, refreshed minds in there that think in the way that the world is going, they need to be, he said it needs to be rejuvenated. And he was like, we need to get rid of old presidents. He's like, there is no reason why they still up there.
Yeah, they need to change that.
And it's crazy that is from the view of a person who's in his 80s.
Old judges and all of them who sit and
Yeah, he like, they've been in there for more than 20 years. Why? You can't tell me that ain't nobody better qualified.
it's cause it's control. It's like if we put somebody younger in there, they radical. That's like what they say.
Don't know what they gonna
That's
think.
what they say about black people who won't change. Oh, he a radical. He crazy. We can't have him in here. We don't
Are
want.
you too opinionated? That's
Yeah.
like what I got let go because I was too opinionated.
They don't want you thinking. They just want you to fall in line, and that's why they not having nobody young in there. I'm surprised. Oh boy, they say the not Pence, but I can't think his name. Trump's VP. He's the youngest. I think they say.
They said he's the youngest ever.
Yeah, just being in. I'm like, okay.
And
But
he,
so far,
he already done came out and said that he would have never flipped on Trump like Pence did.
I don't know, but he was against Trump in the beginning.
That's what I said.
But things done changed, which everybody, you start seeing something different. Like, hey, this ain't working. I thought it would be, but hey, I get that. So he switched up, but I ain't heard nothing bad about him yet. So I guess that's a good thing for is on the Republican side. Text Nala till I bring that card in. I ain't heard nothing bad about him. Like, oh, he's done something radical or he's against such and such. I ain't heard nobody say nothing crazy about him. I know he was a veteran. He's in the tech, from my understanding, which that is good. Because them old people on the thing, they don't understand the new age tech, crypto, and all of that. Like, that's why RFK, he got old girl. She's in the tech and all of that and healthcare.
I think it's smart of them to know that there is a bigger need and they don't know it, and they making sure they facilitate a space where they can be in the know. That's smart of them to do that. But that goes back to, I mean, Trump realizes that that's not an area he can speak to. So you're gonna have somebody. One, he was smart for picking this dude. He was smart as hell.
I don't think it was just him picking it.
I mean, I'm sure.
It's people.
But I think it was a major play because
I think it was a major play deal with his family, his sons and them.
That his kids helped pick this dude.
Yeah, his sons and them. Like, hey, we know
because they are like advocates of this dude.
Don't get it twisted. They play the background, but it's like if my kids, we were in business and they coming to me and telling me how I need to move because I don't see something that's the way the world is moving at a time it is.
And he listens to him because he has respect for his kids, his sons.
So I get that. So I think they, his son was like, yeah, well, I think we need to go with him because everybody else who they was talking, I didn't even hear about this dude until
no.
they
He
just
said
picked
that this wasn't. He said that what's the one son?
I know you're talking about. He's the main one I always see all the time.
He said that he brought him to him.
Yeah.
And they researched him. They researched him and they talked to him and they looked at him and his policies. And he was young and refreshing. And I think it was smart. Yeah. The thing is at that stage when you seen that move, that was Biden's opportunity to be like, oh, this is the time for me to make a difference there, because he could pick a different VP too.
That wouldn't have been good for him to like throw her out and get somebody else.
Why?
That wouldn't have been during that time. Because I'd have been like, damn, why you just throw her out like that? What'd she do? She ain't done nothing. She only go after.
He can take her out without do it within.
That would have been more criticism on him, especially they already saying because she black. Now just imagine if you got rid of the black woman as your VP.
But if you came in with a stronger VP that had like a real solid ground,
they wouldn't care. That Black America, Black America
turned on him. They definitely
Black America really wouldn't been going. You heard what old girl said when she talking about they was talking about not
him not endorsing her?
Yeah, endorsing her. So yeah, that wouldn't have been a good thing for him to do that. That wouldn't have been smart. Whoever would have told him that would have been stupid. You'd have been fired.
Well, I mean, if you're trying to keep the black vote, then yeah, it probably would have been. But if you looking at if we have so many things that we really need to knock down, and I really want to be open to the change, and he would have to present it in a way that it would make sense to the people.
Like
they're gonna be mad. But if you saying to me that I have a candidate that's 3 times better than her, they have this, and they can enrich it, he would have to basically introduce it in a way where you couldn't turn it down.
Yeah, you could. Like I said, if you're not American people is like, if you're not, I'm straight up. If you're not talking about doing nothing to keep dollars in our pocket, then we not hearing you. We not effing with you. Damn, everybody coming out at this time.
But I mean,
And at the end of the day, that's where majority of black people's like, you know what? I realize we always last at the tomato poll. They already saying we gonna be out of money, what, 2030? So just
who gonna be out of money? Clear that up, sir.
black people. Talking about our wealth is just like gonna be zero. So
I just think that in my mind, I'm like, this is gonna be a complete shit show, because whoever she brings with her,
like I said, I don't see not one person on there to be running with her, with nobody besides what you just said, what I said about Michelle. I just don't see anybody who's a Democrat. No, I just don't. Nobody who's already a governor or anything of somewhere. Oh, you know who would be good though?
don't say nothing stupid now.
But they probably ain't gonna do that to him because he just got out.
Who?
Which he told us, which I still didn't understand his story. But that'll be 2 black people. That ain't gonna happen. It'll be another black man in there. Yeah, because he just got out of lockup for his incident, which is crazy how he got locked up. Kwame Kilpatrick from I don't see, yeah, but I can't think of another white Democrat. I can't think of nobody who's a Democrat that she could pick. So this is gonna be interesting for who she picks.
Well, Kamala Harris, she posted, on behalf of the American people, I thank Joe Biden for his extraordinary leadership as a president of the United States and for his decades of service to our country. I am honored to have the president endorse me, and my intention is to earn and win this nomination. I will do everything in my power to unite the Democratic Party and unite our nation to defeat Donald Trump as his extreme Project 2025 agenda. If you,
And which they keep,
he's separating himself from it now, but
which they keep saying that's his agenda. Which that, from my understanding, they ain't got nothing to do with him. That has something to do with old Reagan's people who came up with that. The same people, that scientists and everything. It was a forum that got together.
You
was there.
But this is the thing. Now, why you say that? 24,384 comments, and pretty much all of them are saying, let's go, victory, kudos, we are behind you, like, we riding with you, auntie.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying. So why you saying, I mean, I know that 24,000 is not a lot to the grand scheme of things.
All I know is I'm trying to get my passport up. You feel me? I'm trying to get my passport up.
Somebody did post the extraordinary leadership ? You mean assisting in the genocide of Palestinians and in ignoring the people's wishes? Yeah, you did a great job. People saying it's somebody on here that says you will fail.
Their comments not gonna be on there too much.
82 comments from that comment.
They gonna get that deleted off. They gonna get all negative comments deleted off. But hey, we just wanted to bring that with you right now. Hey, y'all can do what y'all want to do. Probably be another while before. Well, I don't know. We'll probably come back when she say something about who she picked for
She gonna have to pick somebody quick.
for VP. Because I just don't. Like
Because
I said,
when does the Republicans do their thing?
they already doing their conventions and all of that
They
stuff.
doing it now?
They've been doing it like all week.
I mean, the Democrats. I'm sorry.
Oh, I don't know.
So she only probably got like a few more weeks before she has to pick somebody.
Yeah, we gonna see.
So
like I
she's
said,
under the gun anyway.
Like I said, there's only one surprise that would just seal the deal on that. And then unless they can convince her to join, get back and dealing with the headache and having all the people scrutinize you and all of that.
She didn't like that.
Yeah, so that's the only way I see it being even a good race. But yeah, so y'all thanks for tuning in. Hit that thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and stay up to date with the Most Out film. And we'll be back with another one.
And look, we not telling y'all who to vote for. We just telling y'all to do the research.
Yeah, do your
Do your own research and help yourself have the tools to make the best decision that is not necessarily for your life, but for the generation and the legacy that you leaving behind.
Better yet, take your emotions out of it. Take your emotions out of it and look at what is gonna benefit you in the long run for your family. If you ain't worried about your finances, everything is swell and dandy with you right now.
Or you ain't got no kids.
You can
and no
afford your
grandkids.
house. You can afford your car payment, $1,000 car payments and all of that. You can afford your food. This probably ain't for you. But if you are the group of people who are having hard times, whether it's at the grocery store, the pump, you're paying your rent, your utilities, health care, all of that, this is for you. Really take a look at between the three groups from Trump, Kamala, and RFK and see, I said her name wrong, that's why you laugh, and see who is going to give you the better bang for your money. Who is actually going to tell you some truth and say what they can and can't do to help you live a better life.
Even if it's not what you want to
Even if it's not what you want. But just don't go out there and pick somebody. Because majority of y'all is, I just don't like Trump. He's just a racist, da, 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 da. Some people's like, I just don't like Joe Biden because he's such and such, da, 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 da. That it matters, but that's not the big deal. The big deal is how you going to live and survive. Because at the end of the day, you're going to have to keep pushing and going on without them doing anything for you.
Yeah, the truth of the matter is it doesn't matter if his name is Biden, if his name is Trump, if what they speak for, what they stand for, what they are trying to do for you does not equate to what
do for the people.
I mean, like if it doesn't affect you in a grave way,
hey, then go how you do. But if this really affects your livelihood, then pick smart. Don't pick off your emotions. Think about what you need to get through. Who is actually talking about what they're gonna do to help you live.
And if you have kids that are in their 20s, and this whatever decision, I think we be so in our minds, in our own bag, that we forget that the decisions we make today will affect these kids greatly.
Mm-hmm.
And how we are, that's what was making me so mad with this entire thing. All this fuckery, and then our kids lose in this. So we are supposed to be building a space.
Well, I guess they lose, but how long is they gonna lose? Because some stuff, it seems like every time a new president comes in, they get rid of the other president's stuff, put in their own stuff, so everything keeps changing. Nothing stays.
Yeah, but the long-term effects that shit has.
But nothing stays long-term, is what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying we still paying for the shit that Obama did. So I'm saying, even though we getting rid of a lot of his stuff, but the long-term effect of what they changing.
Yeah, but
it's taking at least 7-8 years.
Well, who was we watching? With he was saying that with Obama, then Trump got in, he reaped off of some of that, and then when Biden got in,
they just take bits and pieces.
No, they took everything that Obama actually started, that Trump continued on, and when Trump got in, he threw all it, changed everything and threw it all out. Not Trump, but
Biden.
when Biden got in, he threw everything that technically Obama started.
Right. Which is why the border is looking
which was talking about. So
like a whole shit show.
But yeah, y'all just do y'all research, man. Don't let them believe y'all that this is the end. This is all you have to pick and everything. Because at the end of the day, hey, if you really want to know how this is gonna play out, y'all should Google Baba Vanga. This old lady, she got struck by lightning as a kid, was blind ever since. She was able to see future things happen. She is connected with the Pope, the priest. They all came to her before she died, and she was able to tell them certain things. And even in her thing, she said the last president of America would be Obama. And I never thought about it like this, but as time went on and all this chaos started going on, technically Obama really was the last president.
They don't mean, she wasn't meaning president like by you
actual
got a political,
in place,
like your last real strong political candidate.
Yeah.
That from now on,
when you look at, because now you got these two, and there's just everything's just fucking chaos. They doesn't seem like they should. Everybody said they shouldn't be in office for president.
Right.
But hey, y'all should Google it, YouTube it, do whatever you want, and y'all see all her predictions and everything. Because hey, all I know is she's predicted something with Russia and the war. And
she's predicted more than that.
And all I know is they said America didn't win when with this whole thing with Russia. So y'all better stop playing. And if all these big people throughout the world listen to her, pay attention. But hey, peace. We out.
Sometime, and I want to spend some time with you. Just the two of us.